Hi, my lovely YouTube friends. I hope that you had a lovely holiday break with your family and friends. Today, Pixie is home, so it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to get interrupted. She's off playing in her bedroom at the moment, but that's probably not going to be a thing for much longer. For those of you who don't know, I am Gypsy. My daughter's name is Pixie, and she likes to flit in and out like the little pixie that she is. First of all, I would like to say welcome and thank you to all my lovely new subscribers that have come over from Summer's channel, Summer's Tips and Stitches. Welcome, and welcome to the crazy. Does tend to get a little crazy over here from time to time, but that's why you all love me, isn't it? I don't know if you've noticed this behind me. I love this. I just discovered this. So for those of you who follow Holly over at the Yarnjoy podcast, she, in her most recent videos, she has had in the background of her videos on the television like a crackling fire, and I just love it. Like when she does her videos and she has that going in the background, I just can't take my eyes off it, and it's just such a beautiful thing to have going in the background. And so I recently discovered that I could that there's a crackling fire on Netflix, but I put it on, and as I'm in Australian summer, it's really not ideal. It's not as inviting when I'm sweating buckets. It's really not inviting to have this crackling fire on the television. So I thought, oh, what if I just type in fish? Maybe there'll be like some sort of aquarium. And this happened. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to leave that going so that you can watch it. And before you say anything, because I have a really small space in my living room, and you may have noticed in my videos, like I don't live in a big lavish space. We're quite compact here, and I do have a 75-inch television, and yes, I do realize that is excessive for my small space. So you can't even see that pretty much takes up an entire wall. My television takes up almost an entire wall. So yes, I realize that that's excessive, and it's more of my living room. My living room actually looks more like a theater than a living room. Also, in the background here, you can see my Christmas tree, and my Christmas tree is extra special this year because all these little snowflakes on my Christmas tree, all of my decorations are either, minus the tinsel and the lights and the candy canes, all of the decorations on my tree this year are either made by myself, my children, or my YouTube subscribers. So all these really detailed, lovely snowflakes and things like that, they're not made by me, they're made by you guys. So it's an extra special treat this year. Anyway, I should probably take that down because it's about to be January. We'll get there. So sorry, I'm rambling. The video. Let's get to the video. So this video is a crochet goals video where I just want to go over my goals because I need some accountability, guys. I need you guys to keep me accountable. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know if I've spoken about this before, but I am a crazy goal setter. So I have goals, so many goals, always making goals and always trying to better myself. And so this video is going to be strictly yarny, crochet, crafty related goals. So forget about all the other things because I'm sure we all have, a laundry list of things we could do to better ourselves in 2019. Okay, so crochet goal number 1. So I recently made a video about my whip and anxiety and how I don't have any whips because whips terrify me. The fact that, switching from one project to another project to another project to another project gives me major anxiety that I just have things sitting around unfinished. I'm a finisher. I'm a doer. I'm a finisher. And I need to, once I start something, I have to finish it. It's a bit obsessive that I am like that. But in 2018, I did participate over at the Terri from the Yarnjoy podcast. She did the Christmas character Afghan by Repeat Craft to Me, And I did participate in that. So if I can find a photo of that, I will put that up. But the thing about that was that I didn't really feel like a whip because I was doing one square at a time. And so it sort of felt like I was continually finishing things, like the next stage or the next piece. And so I have chosen a project like that this year, only it's going to be more of a challenge because I want to do a portrait piece. So I've divided the portrait piece into sections and we'll see how that goes. I really do like to challenge myself, and I know that's going to be a huge challenge. I've never done anything like that before. What actually happened? So I lie. So I did start this exact portrait piece in 2018. And what happened was I went to buy the yarn that I needed, or I just bought some of it because I thought, I don't know if I can do this. And I started doing it and I got like halfway through the first section and then I thought, yeah, okay, this is great. And it took me so long, like it took me forever. Like now I've got a bit faster with my crochet, so I think it won't be as difficult now. But, you know, it was the beginning of last year because I've only been crocheting for about 3 years. So it was the beginning of last year and yeah, so I started it and then I was like, I went to get some more of the yarn. It was discontinued. I couldn't find, and it took me so long to find a color palette for the, you know, because if you do a portrait piece, you got to find all different shades of grey and all different, and I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I couldn't find anything that looked like it. I tried to substitute it and I had to frog the entire thing, and it was just devastating because it was really starting to come up nicely. And anyway, so now I've ordered so much. I've found a new color palette and I've ordered so much yarn that's way too much, I'm sure, for the project, so that that doesn't happen again. And I don't know where I'm going to store it, but I'm going to have to find space for it somewhere. So I probably won't tell you any more about that piece until the end of January, where hopefully I'll have the first section complete so that I can show you and you can get all excited about it then. So 1 year long project. So that's the first goal. My second goal is to share my projects on Ravelry. So Ravelry is really difficult for beginners and people who are navigating. It's not user friendly in my opinion. Like I love Ravelry, but it's difficult. And so I've only just joined Ravelry in the last few months. So I joined YouTube in October, and that's when I think November, I joined Ravelry. And yeah, it was really difficult, like, to navigate around. And I've noticed that, you know, you can have your own sort of like project diary, I guess. And I do keep journals of everything that I create, and I want to put it over to Ravelry so it's all digital and easier to access, and I don't have to store all my journals everywhere. So that's a goal. So hopefully, anything I make, my goal is that anything I make from January 1st will appear there on Ravelry. So you can keep up to date with me if you want. My Ravelry information will be in the description box. And I don't know how that's going to go because it's all very confusing, but that's one of my goals anyway. Okay, so goal number 3, we have a friend. Okay, so goal number 3 is to challenge myself with other crafts. So for the last couple of years, I have been strictly crochet because I have been too scared to try anything else, because when I do try new things, I get fully focused on that one complete thing. So I'd like to try lots of different, you know, crafts, and so many of you do so many amazing things that I'd love to try. So in order to help me meet this goal, I've actually created a new series on my channel that I'm going to be releasing. And so I'm going to be trying new crafts and new things, and I'm going to film myself doing it, and it might be fun. I might slay it or I might fail epically, but I think it might be fun so you guys can see the challenges that come along with these new ideas that and it's particularly if you do that craft and you know what you're doing, you'll probably be sitting there going, oh no, Gypsy, what are you doing? That's not how you do it. Yeah, so I thought that might be fun for you guys, and I might find something else that I love and a new way to express my creativity, which will be fantastic. That's the plan. The plan is that I find something, a new way to express my creativity. That will be my the ultimate outcome from that goal. Okay, so my next goal is to be more involved in the YouTube community. So I have quite a few swaps already lined up for 2019, which is fantastic because I'm in Australia and it's expensive to ship here. So it's fantastic that other people have reached out and want to do swaps with me. And I love that because who doesn't like receiving things in the mail, right? And so, so not just that, but there's also a few crochet alongs and make alongs that YouTubers here are hosting over on Ravelry. Like, for example, I'm going to be participating, hopefully. Nicole from Rabe Creations, she did the Halloween along, which was so fun, and I did enter my Winifred hair hat in that. And I'm really looking forward to her next one. It's all about color work, so I will link her channel in the description box so that you can go and check out her video about that and what's happening over there. So I've never really done much color work, so that's really going to push me to get out of my comfort zone and try some new things. So I'm not going to give too much away because I might fail, but I'm really looking forward to trying that. My next goal, which is completely out of my control, by the way. So I should never have chosen this as a goal, but I think it's doable. So my next goal is to reach 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So I think about that now. So hang on a minute. I've got my computer in front of me and I have no idea how many subscribers I currently have. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I currently have 430 YouTube subscribers and I joined YouTube in October. So October, November, December, that's 3 months. Haven't started January yet. So my 1,000 YouTube subscriber goal, I think that's doable. I'm nearly halfway there already. By the way, I think there might be a giveaway coming up once I reach 500 subscribers. Yay! Who knows? I might have 2,000 subscribers by the end of next year. Who knows? But 1,000 subscribers, I think, is a reachable goal. So that would be exciting if I reached 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so my final goal, I know you guys love my tutorials. So my final goal is to create and upload one pattern, at least one pattern and tutorial per month on my channel so that you guys always have something that you can create. So that's a goal, to make sure that I keep coming up with these new ideas, new tutorials and things like that, because that seems to be what you got, apart from my singing. When I look through my analytics, my tutorials are my most viewed videos. So the Harry Potter sorting hat and the Winifred hair hat, I've also got coming up. So I'm going to show you how to do the butterfly the little crochet amigurumi butterflies. I'm going to do a tutorial for those. I've got a tutorial coming up for my Snuggie bear sack that's made in chenille yarn, but I'm not really certain how I'm going to do that tutorial, but I think I'm going to do the tutorial in just a regular yarn and then try and, with editing, do the chenille version up in the corner so you can sort of see. Because if I just film it with the chenille yarn, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, because I can't even see what I'm doing with the chenille yarn. That one, and also the Ladybug tea set that so many of you liked. I do want to make a few changes to that pattern because I don't love it yet. I'm not in love with it, but yeah, I will upload a tutorial for that. So they're all coming up. My children are currently on school holidays until February, so I can't guarantee that I will get them up in January because I need lots of quiet to do a tutorial, to film a tutorial, and I'm just not getting that. I don't have any help with my children at all on the holidays. So the only time my children are not with me is when they're in school, and they won't be going out back until the first week of February. So those tutorials may not make it out until February, but I will try my best to get those out to you as quickly as possible. Okay, so that's all of my crochet goals. Each year I choose a theme or a word to describe my year. So last year my word was shine. So it was all about showing up in the world and being who I am, and, you know, not worrying about what other people think, not worrying about what the outcome's going to be. As long as I show up and do me and then just put myself out there. And that's, you know, it took me until the end of the year to actually start my YouTube channel, but I got there and I was very successful, I would say, in shining last year. So now that I am shining bright, the word for this year is going to be inspire. So that's what I've chosen. Inspire, you know, I want to inspire other people to express themselves creatively and inspire other people to shine and inspire people to become better versions of themselves. And so everything I do this year will be along with this theme. So this is, you know, it'll be all about inspiration. So I do have another series coming up where I'm going to be doing some book reviews. All of the books that I read are in order to become a better version of myself, or my best version. So if you're not into that, that's fine. You don't have to watch those videos. But I've already had some feedback from some people that are really excited about me starting that. So I don't read any fiction really. Most of my reads are non-fiction. The only time I will read a fiction book is if it's a really, really inspirational story. Most of the time, the most inspiring stories are non-fiction anyway, memoirs, things like that. I love that. I love to view things from other people's perspective. Those sort of books. I'll be sharing also some spiritual books. When I say spiritual, I don't mean religion. So religion, you know, I embrace all types of religion. I'm not religion specific. My spirituality to me means my connection with everything around me. So that's what whatever makes me feel connected to everyone and everything around me. So when I say spiritual, that is what I mean. And I do read a lot of books about connecting and respecting others and just showing compassion and empathy for everyone around us and trying to, you know, view life from the perspective of others. So that's the kind of stuff you can expect from my book reviews. So my word for 2019 is inspire. That is my theme. I'm going to stick with that throughout the year, hopefully. So that's why the new book series, inspiring people to become the best version of themselves. That's why the new Trying New Crafts series, inspire people to express their creativity in different ways. And while I'm on the topic of inspiring others to express themselves creatively, quick shout out. Shout out to Amber over at Crochet. So I will link her channel in the description box. As some of you may know, I recently granted quite a few Christmas wishes from you guys. You left your Christmas wishes in the comments and I just started granting them. One of those people who got their wishes granted was Amber over at Crochet. And I granted her wish and she told me that she wanted to start a YouTube channel. So I told her that my Christmas wish was to see her first video. And she has done that. She has joined the YouTube community. So go over there and show her some support. So she's actually doing some really interesting things over there on her channel, even though she just has the one video out at the moment. She is crocheting with plastic, like recyclables or, you know, like plastic shopping bags, which are actually banned where I live. So, but, you know, she's trying to find new creative ways to use up these recyclable materials using crochet, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where she's going with that and more videos from her in the future. So I will link that. Go check her out, give her a like, thumbs up, whatever. Welcome to the community, Amber, and yeah, I really look forward to seeing more from you. Before you go, one last thing, I want to know what your goals are for 2019, your crochet goals in particular, but if you have other goals you can put them in the comments below. Please put them down there. I want to know, so that I can keep you accountable for your goals as well. I'll be coming back and checking at the end of the year what you wrote down as your goals to see if you've achieved them, because I expect you to hold me at the same standard. I need you guys to keep me accountable for my goals too. So I'm so excited to bring in the new year with you guys. And I feel like I have such a tribe behind me. You know, I feel like I have such a large tribe supporting me in 2019. I've never had that feeling before. You guys are fabulous. And I look forward to creating with you all and inspiring you all in 2019. So safe New Year, guys. I don't drink alcohol, but if you go out and get a bit boozy, please be safe. Please be safe. And enjoy yourself. So thank you very much. Love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah.